And if I told you once, I ain't gonna tell you twice. Salute all my real ones. Yeah. Listen, champ, we got Court Cam. Top 5 outrageous outbursts. It's just 16 minutes long, so I'm gonna keep this intro short. Like button, subscribe button, notification bell, press those. Let's go.
Honor.
State your name.
Mr. Green.
Can you tell me your name?
Green Man.
First up, we're in the Orange County Courthouse in Orlando, Florida, where Dale Roy Greenman is in a bond hearing for theft charges. He's accused of stealing a pack of cigarettes, a Bic lighter, and a Gatorade from a 7-Eleven. According to police reports, Greenman walked into the store, placed the items on the counter, then decided to walk out without paying. He faces misdemeanor charges of petty theft.
Petty theft or petty theft?
Good afternoon, sir. Can you tell me your name, please?
Hello, Your Honor.
State your name.
Mr. Green.
Can you tell me your name?
Green Man.
But Greenman, whose bond is set at $250, listens closely when Judge Carly Wish asks the state if they have a better offer that might get him out of any jail time.
You were arrested for petty theft. Did you find probable cause? Miss Kenny Swanson, did you have an offer?
I did not, Your Honor.
No offer? Is that due to the out-of-state criminal history?
Yes, Your Honor.
Prior to today's hearing, Greenman was charged with tampering with evidence in another case, which potentially elevates his current misdemeanor charge. And Judge Wish is about to break the news.
So, Mr. Greenman, you have prior history out of state, and so the state may enhance this offense to a felony based on your prior. So I can't do anything with your case today. I am going to appoint the public defender for you.
You do whatever the you want.
Excuse me?
My name is Mr. Green Man. I'm the federal witness of the United States federal government. I demand some respect, you. Let's get a jam round along y'all did and figure out what you're doing.
All right, he can be removed once y'all get him out.
Now.
Call the commander-in-chief. Bro, it's obvious this dude got mental issues. He just spazzed out of nowhere.
The state may
but I mean, it is crazy that like you think you just got like a little misdemeanor.
Horse, you do whatever the you want.
Excuse me?
My name is Mr.
And then it went from a misdemeanor to a felony.
But before they grab his wrists, he rips off his mask and begins shouting that he's a federal witness.
Mr. Green Man, I'm the federal witness of the United States federal government. I demand some respect, you.
Greenman's hauled out of the courtroom and back into custody.
Oh, he's bugging.
Then Judge Wish, seemingly unfazed by the outburst, just carries on with the business of the day without missing a beat.
All right then. No contact with any victims or witnesses in the case. And I'm gonna set his bond at $1,000.
A few moments later, the two officials return to sanitize the podium. Dale Roy Greenman's bond was increased from $250 to $1,000. According to court documents, he was released on reconnaissance a week later, which means he signed a document promising that he'd appear at his next court date. Shocker,
that's it.
Greenman failed to show up at that pretrial hearing,
and they had a warrant
was issued for his arrest.
What a goof.
Florida's Broward County. Like so many workplaces affected by COVID-19, the parties are forced to communicate virtually.
Mr. Mitchell, good morning. Are you able to hear me all right?
No.
Today, the defendant is Henry Mitchell. He's charged with grand theft. Mitchell allegedly stole over $4,000 from a local restaurant. He's hoping to be released on bond of $1,000. The judge is Corey Amanda Coffin. There's Mitchell up in the top corner. And we've got attorney Eric Linder, who represents the state, and assistant public defender Dale Miller.
All right, Mr. Mitchell, you're before the court this morning on one charge of grand theft. I do find probable cause. And I will first hear from the attorneys with their recommendations. We'll start with Mr. Linder.
Judge, I'm recommending a $5,000 bond and no return. While I see no priors, I do believe This is obviously not your run-of-the-mill grand theft.
Oh, you, Linda. Who cares what you got?
Mr. Miller, excuse me, but your microphone is on, and if we have one more outburst like that, we're going to be having a very serious discussion.
Wait, that was the attorney that said that?
I would expect that you would apologize to Mr. Linder right now.
As Linder recommends a $5,000 fine, Miller turns his camera off, but not his microphone, and expresses his true feelings.
This is obviously not your run-of-the-mill grand theft.
Oh, you, Linda. Who cares what you got?
Miller's language gets some stunned reactions.
That was the
specifically from
public
family of the
defender that said
defendant,
that.
And from Linder himself.
Mr. Miller, excuse me, but your microphone is on. I would expect that you would apologize to Mr. Linder right now.
After a brief pause, Miller offers an apology. Sort of.
Turn the microphone.
Apologize that my microphone was on, Judge.
You know, he should be sanctioned.
We'll be having a discussion with Mr. Goldberg after the session today. Mr. Linder, let's continue with Mr. Mitchell's case.
Your Honor, as I was saying, this is not your run-of-the-mill grand theft. The strength of the evidence against Mr. Mitchell is abundantly strong, including but not limited to his confession.
Oh, you in your bag?
Agitated
You
by the
in
attorney's
your bag?
outburst, but forges ahead.
Yeah, get out your bag.
He plotted with his co-arrestee well in advance to not only steal over $4,000 from this business, but to set it up to make it look like there was an armed robbery. Your Honor, I would also note, by his own admission, he stole over $2,000 in cash from the safe from the business, and the cash has not been recovered. Nothing further, Your Honor.
Finally, the judge is ready to make her decision.
In Mr. Mitchell's case, the monetary bond is going to be set at $3,000 and there will be an order of no return. Mr. Mitchell, that simply means you're not to go to that location for any reason. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you and good luck to you as well.
You got away with it, bro. $300 bond or some shit like that. Bruh. Yo, and that DA, whatever the fuck he is, acting like he's all like,
In the holding cell is 46-year-old Peter DeConnick.
You can't believe you spoke about me like that.
Allegedly stabbed
You hurt my feelings.
his friend
Bitch
Robert
ass
Russo
nigga.
to death. Investigators say the friends were partying inside this trailer home when a verbal argument escalated into a violent knife fight. Police found Russo on the floor clutching a knife. A bloody DeConnick was arrested at a nearby train station. Now at the podium, the prosecutor shares a grisly detail about the murder.
Further investigation, the autopsy report revealed that Mr. Russo did suffer 69 knife wounds to his body.
The mention of the number of stab wounds appears to enrage the victim's brother, who charges towards the defendant.
Did suffer 69 knife wounds.
You wasn't gonna get there, bro.
It takes 1,
2, 3, 4.
4 deputies to remove Thomas Russo from the courtroom.
I mean, you know, if anybody has a brother and your brother got stabbed 69 times by somebody, you're gonna come after them.
Resisting arrest. He's later released on a personal reconnaissance bond after telling the judge that he needed to make funeral arrangements for his slain brother. As for the defendant, Peter DeConnick, he's later found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison.
Man, they actually arrested the brother. If I was the judge, I'd be like, matter of fact, let him in there. Let him in there. You know what I'm saying? Leave him in cuffs. Leave the suspect in cuffs. Let the brother in there and watch him, bro.
To a wooded area where he reportedly assaulted and raped her. The defendant is described as a drifter with a violent past. Assistant State Attorney Anna Valentini is delivering her closing argument when Rosales, through a translator, vehemently objects. Seemingly insulted by being labeled a child molester, Rosales grabs a keyboard and smashes the computer monitor on the defense table. Two officers attempt to restrain him, slamming him to the floor.
What did that accomplish, sir? What pertinent evidence
Meanwhile,
did
Judge
you
Deborah Nelson
provide
seems as
to
though
make your
she's
case
struggling to open
stronger?
a door, so she calls for some help. But Rosales is not done fighting.
Wash him. They're gonna pull out the nightsticks on you, bro.
Finally, with the help of additional officers, Rosales is cuffed and then carried out of the courtroom.
Damn. They carrying you out like drunk bitches at the club.
And Judge Nelson suspends the trial for the evening. The next day, the jury finds Rosales guilty of kidnapping, attempted murder, and sexual
60
battery.
years.
He receives 3 life sentences.
3 life sentences.
Next, we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, for a bond revocation hearing for a defendant accused of violating his parole. A year earlier, 35-year-old Michael McDonald was released on bond while he awaited trial for charges including burglary, forgery, and perjury. The criminal charges stem from a long and contentious divorce and custody case that ended with his ex-wife being granted a no-contact order to keep McDonald away from her and their 2 children. Now, as he awaits trial on criminal charges, the state argues he violated his parole when he violated that no-contact order.
One of his release conditions was to have no contact with the individual, his ex-wife. Approximately a month ago in June, he then mailed a number of items to his wife's address.
The items mentioned were actually gifts addressed to his children. McDonald's lawyer claims his client didn't know sending the items violated the no-contact order and argues he should be allowed to remain out on bond until his upcoming trial.
He sent 2 gifts, that's it. No nasty notes with them. Mr. McDonald is not violent nor a threat to the community. He has had no allegations of violence.
The defense is presenting McDonald's actions as an innocent mistake. But Judge Kathy Hardcastle knows the history of the case and isn't buying it.
I would note that back in the family court, he constantly violated orders. He would always insist that the order said something else.
The judge also cites McDonald's history of unstable behavior during his divorce that ultimately led to the no-contact order being granted.
I was the one who found that he was a potential danger to his children because he lied to the court about surrendering his weapons after he'd been ordered to surrender his weapons, and that because of his bizarre behavior, putting a tracking device on his wife's vehicle. And so I'm
put a tracking device, bro?
And it's an obsession. It's a escalating course. I'm not sure that he is capable of controlling himself because he wasn't before. So based upon that, I am granting the motion.
Moments after the judge makes her decision that McDonald did indeed violate the conditions of his parole, 2 court marshals approach McDonald with handcuffs.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back.
It's unclear.
They're going nightstick you, bro.
Say to the judge, he pulls his arm away.
They're gonna put. You don't want to brawl.
McDonald.
You don't want to go to war.
Cooperate.
You gonna get your gut stomped out, bro. Yo, y'all struggling. Like, come on, bro. Y'all struggling. Slam him.
Come on.
Mike, calm down. Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath while you get slammed to the ground. Oh, they gonna mace you. They gonna mace you.
15 shots.
They gonna mace you, bro.
Yes. Let's just hold.
As you can hear, McDonald's attorney calmly tries to get him to settle down.
How many taser?
Mike, stop fighting with them. They're helping with cuffs on you. Don't fight.
Understand? I'm gonna tase you.
But as he continues to resist,
Yo, how brolic he gotta be that he's
lawyers had
easily
enough.
like fighting them off, like.
I'll put them on myself. I'm on your side, Mike. Put your out of line.
as additional officers come to restrain McDonald, he continues to plead his case.
Yeah, they about to body slam you, bro.
Prosecuted as an enemy of the state. I just want. I've done nothing.
Michael McDonald was found guilty of multiple counts of burglary, forgery, and perjury in relation to his divorce case and was sentenced to 24 to 68 months in Nevada State Prison.
I thought they was about to say 24 to 68 years.
With credit for 215 days served. And for refusing to be handcuffed during the hearing, McDonald picked up an additional charge of resisting an officer.
That's crazy, man. Like, with that last dude, you should have just, kept it smooth, kept it cool, you know what I'm saying? 24 to 68 months. That's what? 2 to 6 years? 2 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Word. I don't know what he was thinking. But yeah, man, we gonna leave it there. Let me know what y'all thought about the video. My name is Rain. Catch you on the flip side. RCP to the wait for it.